Disclaimer: seldom seen police body cam. This video contains footage captured from a police body camera, shared for informational and educational purposes. Viewer discretion is advised, as the content may include scenes that could be sensitive or distressing to some audiences. On January 4, 2023, the Enoch Police Department received a distressing call from a concerned woman requesting a welfare check on her friend in Enoch, Utah. The caller reported that 40-year-old Tausha Haight had missed an important appointment and was unreachable. She also mentioned Tausha was in the midst of a divorce from her estranged husband, Mike Haight, who had a history of violent behavior. Upon arriving at the residence, officers attempted to make contact with Tausha, but there was no response. Efforts to reach other family members, including the couple's 5 children, were also unsuccessful. It wasn't until a family friend granted officers access to the home that they made a chilling discovery: 8 lifeless bodies, marking a tragic and horrific crime scene.
They had to do some paperwork, and I'm a little bit concerned. We were supposed to, we had an appointment scheduled that she missed, and she doesn't ever miss appointments. Is there any way I can set up to do a well check at her home?
Okay, and you said she was supposed to go back home last night, was it?
Yeah, she was away with her parents for like a week, I think, with the kids, and was going to go home last night as they had some divorce paperwork. But I know that she was a little bit concerned for her safety that way, and I just want to make sure she's okay. I can't get her by phone or email, and it's not like her to miss an appointment. It's only been an hour. It's not even, yeah, it's just been an hour. But
okay, do her and her ex still live together?
Yes. That was what the situation was. He was refusing to leave the home, and that's what the paperwork was. She was going to file paperwork to get him out.
Okay, she said that to you specifically that she was concerned for her welfare about going home?
Yeah, she had some concerns about that, and I had some concerns just from talking to her, too. I was encouraging her not to do that, but I'm not sure what she decided, but I know her plan was to go home.
Okay, why is she concerned?
He has had some violent tendencies in the past, and I believe CPS has been involved, and I actually believe she came and spoke to the police department a couple weeks ago to let her know divorce was upcoming, just because she didn't really trust him.
Okay, and you said she missed an appointment today. Was that like an appointment for you guys to meet up together, or?
Yeah, I'm actually out of state, otherwise I would probably check on her myself, but okay. We had a time we were going to meet. We're going to do a video chat. Okay.
In here, do you know, by chance, in the past, like, can you explain to me, like, how he was violent? Was it just...
I know they had a well check with CPS down there. It was with one of the kids. He just has anger issues.
Okay. Do you know if drugs or alcohol are a factor?
No drugs or alcohol, no.
Okay. And do you know if there are any weapons involved?
I've been talking about that. There are firearms in the house. I think they're locked up. I was actually encouraging her to get those out and turn them into you, because I knew in Utah you could do that. I used to practice. I know they had guns, but she thought they were safe, locked up, because I was trying to ask if he would have access to those. But I don't know what happened that way. I'm actually thinking he might still have access to those. But they are at least locked up in their house, but I think he has access to open the lock. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be confusing about that.
Okay. And then
it's safe from the kids getting to them.
doors are locked. And these people you said come after Hurricane?
Laverkin, maybe? Laverkin Hurricane?
We can see if there's anybody else at that rock.
I'll have someone go by it.
It appeared as if no one was in. No noise could be heard from the property. Just as officers were about to discuss what to do next, they got a call from the Cedar City Police Department, stating that Michael had also missed several appointments and hadn't turned up to work. Many of those who worked with Michael were close friends and also knew about the ongoing divorce. What isn't clear is if they were aware of the allegations made against him. With this new information on board, officers Roy and Humphreys became even more concerned. So they decided that they should try and get in touch with other immediate members of the Haight family, their children. 12-year-old Briley, 7-year-old twins Sienna and Eamon, or 4-year-old Gavin. So they reached out to the school district, but there was an issue. The administrator told them that for some reason, only Briley was showing up on their system, and it showed that she wasn't present at school. After the call was made, Officer Roy had to leave the scene due to a prior obligation, leaving Officer Humphreys to try and figure out what on earth was going on. Over the course of the next hour or so, he tried various methods in order to make contact with the family, but failed in his endeavour. So he reached back out to Officer Roy and asked him if he knew of any family friends that he could contact to A, try and get hold of any of the family members, or B, gain access to the property to see if anyone was home. Officer Roy did indeed know someone, a family friend. After contact was made, that family friend met up with Officer Humphreys at the Haight residence. After a brief conversation, a sudden sense of dread overwhelmed them. They felt that something was definitely off. The family friend had keys to the property, so they let themselves in, and Officer Humphreys followed close behind.
Sorry, they were just asking.
That's a good check. There's 5 kids.
Yep. Enoch City Police Department. Enoch City Police Department. Yeah.
There's going to be other kids. I got you back.
Cedar 6W3 prioritize this channel. I have 2 deceased on the bed. I'm going to clear the home. Cedar 6, or
Go ahead, I got you.
Enoch City Police Department. Anybody in the home, make yourself known. I'm going to clear this room. Nobody. Enoch City Police Department. Anybody in the house? We got another one deceased right here.
Where are you going?
We need to clear the house. Clear here. We have one more deceased in this bed. Appears to be a gunshot to the face. Check in this room back here. One deceased here. Clear. Making good. I'm checking here. No, you're good. Wait.
Got it?
Yeah.
One more. Guns right back ahead.
Shots to the head.
Boys, down here, make yourself known. 2, 4, 6.
Hold right there, Chief. Enoch City Police Department. One more up top, blood on the bed.
Bathroom here.
Yeah, mess. One more down here.
Bathroom's clear.
Check in this room. Another gunshot. Or, sorry, I don't know that, but appears to be. Nope. One more. Gunshot back of the head. What else? Just a vacuum that's going to fall. Go. Sauna. That way. Left. Opening. Safes. Got keys in 2 safes down here. Assuming this is outside.
That's got another dead body. This is Michael here.
Put it in one door, Chief. Hold on. Nope.
Where?
Cedar. Premises is clear. Let's talk. I'm just letting dispatch know the house is clear.
Hold on.
Don't come in. Nobody go upstairs and don't let anybody in.
Hey, stay out.
We need crime scene tape. Start fencing off everything.
You got some in your car?
No.
'Cause I can't.
Call Gary.
Okay, no problem.
Cedar 60, 6W6. Can you notify the county attorney? Hey, yeah. I got Travis calling Gary, so we can get things.
Yeah, and I was just with Gary, so
Do you have any crime scene tape in your truck?
I do. Let's keep everything as pristine as we can. We'll section this off.
Michael, Tausha, their children, and Tausha's mother, 78-year-old Gail O, were found dead in the home, all with gunshot wounds to the head. We will not be a burden on society. I kept asking for help and you wouldn't listen. I would rather rot in hell than to put up with another day of this manipulation and control over me. And if that wasn't enough to determine that Michael was behind the shooting and then took his own life, then a deep dive of his internet history was about to solidify it. On the 30th of December 2022, just 5 days before the shooting, Michael searched the following on Google. How loud is a 9mm gunshot? What does a gunshot sound like? I hear gunshots near my house, what do I do? If you heard a single gunshot in your neighborhood at night, would you immediately recognize it as such? Would you either way be alerted enough to call police, or would you chalk it up to being just another sound in the night? How loud is a gunshot in a house? Would a neighbor hear a gunshot in a garage? And how loud is a 40mm pistol? It's clear then that Michael had been planning the shooting for a brief period, more than likely within the couple of days after his divorce papers were served to him on December 21st. In the few years leading up to the shooting, Michael had been subjected to an investigation by the Child Protective Services due to allegations made against him by his eldest daughter, Macy. What should be noted is that no charges were ever brought forward because of insufficient evidence and Tausha being reluctant to press the issue further. This was more than likely because they were Mormons and Tausha wanted to maintain a perfect family image within her community. Following the investigation, Michael's behavior changed, but as time passed, he went back to his old self. This time, it was aimed mainly at Tausha. She soon found herself in an extremely relationship. One that consisted of being beaten and berated, having her finances withheld from her, having to ask permission to do things and buy things like groceries, and when she dared to speak up, Michael would make out that she was the one. However, in September of 2022, she built up enough courage to call it a day and demanded that he leave the house immediately to stay with his mother. To her surprise, he did it without any confrontation. Although she called it quits, Michael didn't want to end things. He actually wanted her back and agreed to go to counseling to sort out his behavior. When Michael moved back in, the relationship was much better for a little while. But when he wasn't here, it was a dream. Everything was so smooth. So yeah, Michael ended up back in the family home, but Tausha was stronger now, and the minute he started to act up, which wasn't very long after he moved back in, she filed for a divorce, which took place, as you know, on December 21st, 2022. After the divorce papers were served, Michael was said to have begun acting strange, more than likely because he couldn't control the situation, and well, sadly, you know what happened next. Michael Haight would murder his entire family and then took his own life because he couldn't control the situation he was in. And the sad thing about it is, if he just took a step back and actually made an effort to change his behavior, because you know, he had multiple chances to do so, then he could have had quite literally what he was trying to control. His whole family loved him, but he was, it seems, a ticking time bomb. That's the thing with the they don't think that way. They just control and manipulate. And in this situation, the moment Michael was losing his grip on things, he took his entire family out.
Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe for more exciting and informative videos from Seldom Seen Body Cams.